This was my best match so far in Season 5 with a KD of 31. Stick with me and I'll teach you how I did it, and one day you can do this too. The game starts like normal. I poke a little bit, see what the enemy team is running, and go back into the room. Here, I look for a surprise angle on the bridge, see the enemy team playing very passively, and a very aggressive Winston, so I look to punish him, and I do. I move forward to the bridge, see my Winston dropping on the enemy backline, and a Mercy that is low HP, so I go in, finish her off, and I see if I can get any more picks. Unfortunately, I can't because of Suzu. I hate that ability. I see Hanzo far away with a pocket, so I choose to avoid him, and instead back up, see my Ana slip a Winston and punish him again. I move back to the bridge, find an angle on the Mercy, but unfortunately I miss shots and Kiriko is there, so I just hide from the Hanzo, since there's no point in risking my life when I'm already denying him from playing any good sidelines by just existing here on the high ground. I back up early expecting a fight over bridge control, and play a position that allows me to safely pressure the enemy team out of this high ground position. I hear Tracer behind us going very early, so I look to pressure her out and my Ana lands a nice sleep. The enemy team also finds a pick, but because Winston jumps early, we regain the advantage. I try to follow up on my Winston, but primal boops make it very hard to hit shots. I see a chance at a Tracer one-shot, but I'm just barely too slow, so I move to points to prevent them from pushing any further. I look for Tracer again and end up giving up high ground control, which is far from ideal. My Ana gets pushed, so I try to help her. We try to retake high ground, but our soldier pushes too far and gets punished by their Winston. After forcing primal, I look for a good nanoblade setup to stop the incoming push. There is no reason to risk my life pushing this brig, since I want to use the downtime between fights to push up and set up for the next one. Since Reaper is alone, I see if I can go for a quick combo on him to either force him off the high ground or to use Wraith form. While kiting their Kitsune push, I find Tracer behind us and engage her to prevent a really nasty pincer attack from happening. Winston jumps very aggressively, so I look to pressure him out and see if I can punish him. Things start to look really bad when they pop rally and start to gain a whole lot of space. With everyone dying and no play seemingly available to save us, I get out. After regrouping, we try to fight for airship control, but due to a massive push, we end up losing Lifeweaver and Winston, so the only way to save second point is by touching with a last second nanoblade. Brig being the one on point is ideal for me, since it means that she cannot run away. If she tries to bash out, I have dash to follow, and flail I can deflect. Here, I look to force Reaper to drop to low grounds, as I have a Nana to back me up if things go poorly. Seeing a low HP Brig rushing for the Mega Room, I quickly make my way there to cut her off. Meanwhile, the enemy Reaper tries to C9 us and fails, so he tries to escape, but he can't run away from me. With the enemy team looking to reset and regroup, I can use the downtime before the last fight to set up. After fighting on high ground for a while, our team loses a trade, drops to low ground, gets ulted and dies, resulting in the loss of second points. I managed to escape behind the enemy team, so I keep my distance while waiting for my team to respawn because I don't want to get staggered. With my tank pushing in, it's time for me to walk up and see if my angle can get any value, and if not, I can just rotate back to my team. Here, I try to hold an aggressive position to enable a powerful nanoblade engagement on the enemy backline. My tank baits some cooldowns for me, which is great. However, I'm not patient enough and let Brig get away from me, but we did enough to win the fight. The enemy team is still in though, so it's time to clean up. Unfortunately, I got greedy, so that's the end of my flawless game. Once overtime starts, Ramatra and Reaper steal all the fun by ulting on points and cleaning up while I peel for our backline. Both teams flip sides, but the first objective is still the same: fights over bridge control.
Someone's on top here, I think. Yep.
Honestly, I didn't need to do that much to win first points. My team kinda carried. Guess what? We just won a fight, so it's time to set up for the next fight. I hear Echo close and see if I can do anything about it, but honestly, I don't think that the risk is worth it, so I go back top. Echo copies early and pushes alone, so I focus her down. After that though, things go very poorly. I play Sniper Genji instead of moving up, miss the ball engagement, and finally push forward.
You can engage right now? Ship?
Great call and setup, but I miss all my shots, think slowly, and dash a wall. That was truly one of the nanoblades of all time. After a whole lot of nothing happens for a long time, Anna lands a nice sleep and I'm finally useful. Just ignore the missed combo, please. Thank you. play of the game farmed, and one more fight to go.
Can I kite?
An early Kitsune rush and an overextending diva. This could be the win.
Can I engage right now?
Losing such a good clip at the end was sad, but what a nice game.